Всем саднам. Если вам нужен русский перевод, выбирайте русский перевод, уже включен. And we are fully ready to start.
Okay. You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very good. Very good.
Amazing.
Okay. So let's open a space. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Inhale to begin. Om. Om. Adgure name, Shigadgure name, Satgure name, Siri Gurudev name. Adgure name, Shigadgure name, Satgure name, Siri Gurudev name. Adgure name, Shigadgure name, Satgure name, Siri Gurudev name. So we are in a very exciting time, isn't it? I was saying last 2 months it's accelerating. I think today is a demonstration of where we are in. It's amazing, amazing. So the image I have is like when you kick ant's house, yeah? You see what happened? It's like exploded a whole kingdom. And then everybody is kind of panicking, trying to save the eggs and save the space to rebuild, go every direction, not really knowing where do we start. So I think somebody that in yoga we call Shiva, you just came and kicked the whole space of this planet. And everything is just boom in the air. And that's the move from the Piscean age into Aquarian age. Is everything has been exploded. So this traditional old way of seeing life, pyramidal, with all our preconception, assumption, projection, and all that is totally crumbling down and nothing makes sense. So I think in France is an amazing archetype. from president to any deputies, nobody makes sense anymore, and everybody's running around upside down, contradict itself, not knowing what to choose, where to go, who socially associate. I mean, it's all done. And if you look from kaleidoscopic vision, that puppet into puppet, if you go to the big picture of the world, China, America are exactly completely in a mess. Yeah. So I think it's all done. It's all exploded. And we just need to go with the flow. And it's definitely not a time where you can refer to the old. This is done, completely done. So, but the space is open, and open for us to be free, because nothing contains us anymore. So this is a huge, and we are asked to go for change. The problem is depending to who you identify. The environment is definitely an incredible source of distraction and split. And this is favorite food for our ego personality. Yeah, ego personality likes to run after 10 rabbits in the same day, be in distraction. This is Disneyland every minute. Partner, relationship, business, everything is going, coming, going. And one of the fundamental handicap is that hardly anybody rooted in ego personality can hold on commitment. So this is another very important, I would say, characteristic of the relationship we have today. Yeah. Because in the old time, people were giving a word, they would die for these words. Yeah, remember the old marriage, people will really definitely die to stay together. So today, nobody wants to spend 2 minutes in something when they feel it's not convenient, I don't like it anymore. So they change their mind and they go for what they feel align with their ego personality, which is what they like. Yeah, so they like on more you have likes, more you feel you exist. You understand? It's a nonsense. Yeah. But this is a dispersion where you can't root yourself in any sense of I am, because I am not multiple facets projected and trying to please the environment and running with I would say the convenience. You understand what I'm saying? So, and of course, this kind of profile has absolutely zero character, so zero discipline and zero, I would say, presence facing your own mind and the power of the mind. So people are definitely now enslaved to their mind, or they have to wake up. And this is incredible. I mean, I saw it coming when I first time met the master. It was the shock of my life when I realized the distance between the way I was considering, my belief system of democracy, freedom, and everything that I was raised from, and approaching the master and his priorities, his level of commitment, just blow my mind. And I was in extreme resistance. I said, this is madness. Yeah. 40 years later, I start to accept that he was quite right and accurate. And then this level of commitment, it makes you consistent and definitely help you in the practice of meditation. Meditation brings you to oneness, not to split personality. And oneness is a sort of a renunciation to all the other possibilities and come just to one thing. So those who misunderstand that and under the pressure of the mind become fanatic. You understand the crazy projection of if I am one pointed mind, it doesn't mean I am thinking of one belief system. I have zero belief system. If you want to focus your mind, you reach zero, not one fanatic idea, philosophy about life. Life is a gift. You don't have a say about life. It's so big that we never contain in any definition what life is about. But how can we be at service? How can we care for that? And how can we be centered? So I think in a period of so much confusion, the practice of yoga, it was said, the only religion in bracket is the non-religion. The non-cult orientation means yoga. Yoga means yug. There is no duality. It's absolute negation of any sense of duality. None about yourself being separate from anything. None about what the environment is. This is all one. Ekonkar, yeah? Satnam. Truth is one, but how can we perceive this if within ourselves we are splitted? Do you understand? The problem is we see what we are conditioned for. We don't give a chance to the world to be the oneness it is. So we wanted to reconstruct an order, and we did this for 2,000 years, and this order now collapsed. That's the end of it, yeah? No surprise, because the only order that matters is the Dharma, is the universal order that cannot be exploded, that cannot be touched. It belongs to nobody. It's just there since ever and forever. That we went away trying to find solution for the egomaniac personality to answer our laziness, basically our cleverness. Science and technology are based on our fundamental laziness to face conditions. When it's cold, we want to be warm. When it's warm, we want to be cold. I mean, nothing works with what is there. We cannot embrace what is there. And we have been evolving like this, so dysfunctional that today, if you take like half of population of the planet will disappear in 4 days if they don't run on the comfort and the habit and the comfort we have built in our environment. Yeah. And it might happen. Yeah. So I think it's an incredible opening through a break through the psychic, the collective psyche. When I say, Shiva banged the whole thing and everything goes in the etheric and it's like moving around, this is about the essence of the consciousness of humanity today. This is all disperses and totally disconnected and splitted. So we have never been so close to be re-empowered as individual. You see, that's the other side of the picture. If the whole is collapsing, the individual can awaken. And this is probably what we try to avoid for thousands of years. We like the convenience to be taking care, go and vote for somebody else, and it will solve my problem. But today, nobody solved your problem. So even voting doesn't make any sense. So forget the democracy. This is anti-democratic, you understand? Democracy is your birthright, is you are born free to be happy, and nobody can take this away. But it takes a whole lot of courage to choose. Do you understand? Get out of this voice of complaining all the time and decide to honor yourself, your one self that is not splitted, that is whole. Do you know how it is called? Your true self. Nana call it the noun, the true name. Yeah. But this is divine presence. That's another word for it. Yeah. You can, through yourself, your true self, manifest divine presence, which is an amazing frequency. And it's accessible for everybody because most of the dogma fell apart there also. So you don't have to follow any sort of belief system. You're free to connect if you decide. Stop to sabotage yourself. Stop to believe that somebody can limit you and affirm, assess your freedom. Your freedom is to choose, and choose that you are not limited. So this is an incredible moment in our history. I think it comes every, thousands of years. It's a chance to catch, for those who are alert, awaken, and open the eyes. It is so clear that there is no option to continue to go for maybe, not, doubting, any kind of bullshit like that sabotage your unity, and every day reset yourself. He gave us these 5 things for the sutra, for the Aquarianish. They are so accurate today, so accurate. And you have to found yourself and your character on your own discipline, your own practice to contain yourself in the oneness and stop to chase around, be splitted, run in marketing, and sell yourself very cheap. You have your value as a divine self, as no zeros, unlimited values. This is who you are. And you need to stand for yourself, because nobody will do it for you. And most of people around, they are totally desperate, so they will just increase your level of confusion. If you commit to somebody who is not committed, you're going to be deceived. If your commitment is based on your personality, if you have expectation, assumption of others, you're going to suffer like a hell. But if you are committed and connected, constantly contain yourself, honor yourself, and every day wake up with yourself, there's nobody can take you away. That's why he gave us sadhana. Sadhana is a path to silence and a path to oneness. In this time where we are today, your nervous system is so weak. The food, the nutrition, the rhythm, the stress, the collective stress is so huge that if you do not reset yourself and not wait for BlackRock to reset all of us, then you're going to be first in the day, first to wake up before the day. So this is methodology. Do you understand? This is not dogma. We don't ask you to believe in anything, just in your true self. Wake up in the honor yourself, and then you will be in first position to qualify yourself and face the day. Yeah. So these are absolutely incredible moments, and I wish you measure fully this intense time for all of us. And now it's still inviting, my voice is rising, and I'm kind of calling people to shake you up and wake you up, because I know if you are on the screen today, you already wake yourself up and fall. So this is no problem, we all wake up and fall another day. But the great hero is falling, next day, wake up again and stand. You understand? Keeping up. That's why I put this one today. Keep up. This is our mantra. Keep up honoring yourself, your true self. And this is a big challenge. We go step by step. You remember the 7 steps to happiness? We are in the heart of it. Yeah. Be consistent, be disciplined, wake yourself up, honor yourself, and just dissolve the one who betray you all the time. Yeah. There is a mega sabotager, and this is what he used to qualify the equations is how much self-hatred versus self-love. That's your equation. Every morning, that's what you need to face. Am I going to sabotage myself today again? Or I am going to face it, chase the demon, chase the shadow, yeah, and honor myself, love myself. So, and this is not narcissistic and loving your stuff. It's really about adoring the divine you are. This is another level. It's another frequency. So this is also part of the confusion. Yeah? Many people, they want to choose and they choose reactively. They're not proactive. It's a time for action, really action. Do not stop going for production. So it's an incredible opening for creativity. honor anything, any potential you have that is sleeping to create, bring something in the world from your passion, from your love. You know, we're not creating to make money. We're not creating to be enslaved 11 months to have 1 month's vacation. This is over. This is over. You don't work for, I don't know, 35 hours, 50 hours a week. You have 24 hours a day. Why you want to limit this? Yeah. No, it's not a joke. There are yogis who make the vow not to sleep. So I don't want to shock you, but at least 18 hours you can produce. It's so enjoyable. More you produce, more you're connected, more you're nourished, more you produce, and more you inspire, and you inspire your environment. So don't tell me that it's exhausting. It can happen, but then you run to the river. Yeah? There are always resources when you're tired, but you cannot be tired in honoring yourself. You understand what I mean? So if you don't live passionately, stop what you do and change. Really, it is time, because it's all possible, all possible. So watch out when you have heard this message all around and you felt discomfort, you felt not happy with the environment and where you are, and abused or exploited or limited, and you want it to change. You really have to watch out. What is it in you who wants to change? Because if it's to move from egomaniac to egomaniac plus, I don't see that this change is going to improve your life. You understand? It is not by being dissatisfied that you move into action. You move into action because you're proactive. You want to bring something in the world by your love, and not trying to fight against something that doesn't work. This is typical of Aquarian age. Abandon fighting what doesn't work. Don't try to fix what doesn't work, but go where you feel this is moving me. This is bringing me joy. This is bringing me excitement. Yeah, and that's where you go. So I really invite you to follow your spiritual instinct and take the risk and go for it. Become very creative. Honor yourself. Universe will honor you. You know, it's not depending on the system in which you live. This is the rule of the great mirror. This universe is just a mirror, and it's not depending on any circumstances of time and space. If you offer yourself, give yourself, and take care of the life will take care of you. This is just a natural law. As long as you don't take the risk to go there, you will not know how it works, because it's not written in books. And that's another thing. You cannot learn this even through my speech and talk today. You can only learn it from your own experience. That's why in our school, we never taught dogma and belief system. We just try to break the habit to put yourself in another box. As soon as you free yourself from one, you create another one. So how can we get rid of that tendency to limit ourselves and just fly free, you know, in the space? So this is where we are, and it's not going to stop. That tendency of being in the air is for the next 2,000 years. So you can invest. It will expand. We are at the door, a portal of incredible expansion, abundance, possibilities. And it's really depending on how you look at the world. Do you understand? The world is the way you look at it, not as you think it is from the news. This is, and then when you see catastrophe, falling apart, nonsense, unplug, really, unplug yourself from that. Because more you get involved in that, more you're going to waste your energy for nonsense. It is not falling apart the way people want to make you believe, or circumstance. Even if you are hit by circumstances, unplug. It is never, ever an attack on you as primary, and at the end, we are just one. How can this be? Yeah. So unplug, get out of this. It's not personal. And this is dharmic life today. It's not religious, it's not about stuff outside, is that nothing is mine. Whatever happened is happening here. It doesn't happen to me. I am in a movie. You understand? The movie is the scenario, not me. So this is to extract yourself from the illusion. We call this avidya. People who are entangled in the hallucination of what doesn't exist. The illusion seems so real that you're fascinated. It's a collective hypnosis, yeah? Get out of that. It's not for you. It's not true. It's not real. And you know it inside, but you're so insecure. So either from anger, frustration, rage, or from attachment, or from fear, we end up believing in the illusion. Vidya is the mastery of the reality, and it's not based on changing reality. We are not here to change anything in the world. It works perfectly good without us. Who you think you are to change this universe? It's nonsense. Yeah. But we are invited to benefit from it, to collaborate and take care. So if you understand this message, I hope you will now decide to really invest all your soul and energy and psyche into a very creative life and see how the universe responds to you. Because these two worlds that are shifting and in the cleavage, how you call it? It's just a cut. They are sliding apart. So you don't have to send a hand to somebody who slide. Unfortunately, they will continue to slide. But is not a reason for you to drop yourself. Yeah. So take yourself in hand, wake yourself up, practice your discipline, qualify yourself every day, and then qualify your life. You will be rewarded. I cannot do promises. This is the fact. This is how it happened. So, yeah. When you step in this quantum loop, when you trust the void and you just let yourself go and start to gather the pieces around you, and from what you have, yeah, from what is given to you, start small from where you are and start to put this together and create your own cooking system. We all have to cook a fantastic soup, isn't it? And the ingredients are around you. You don't have to dream about things that are not here, but look around. All you need is right there at your hand. Yeah. Take this and try to make a soup. That's how came the idea in the middle of the winter when everything was an absolute disaster that we say we're going to do a new festival. This is madness, complete madness. But today there is an incredible answer for this call, and people are enjoying their own mutual presence. They are excited about celebrating life, love, singing, dancing, and practicing together. Isn't it amazing? It's just a miracle, no? So why don't you do the same? With what is around you from what has been broken in pieces, take it together and start something, create something. It will amazingly expand. So I'm not talking theory here. This is exactly what we practice here. And it's amazing. It is happening. So question is today, how long am I validating my games, my mask, my hypocrisy, when I will start to validate my real, authentic self? And this is really very sharp. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no bargain anymore. It's not like we can do spirituality on Sunday and so many does, yeah? Because so desperate, they try to play spiritual to cover the void. I'm talking real now. Will you choose to be real before you start doing anything? And from that center, honor all the possibilities that are given to you and not dreaming about things that don't belong to you. So it's a real awakening to be real individually to spread that through your presence. That's another thing is the minute you channelize your divine presence, your radiance, we call it magnitude, is not a magnetic field ordinary when you suck people for your neediness. It's not what I'm talking about. It's not an emotional field. It's a spiritual emotional field, because there are also spiritual emotion. You know, it's nothing out of emotion. But this spiritual emotion, they are manifest through your silence and your divine presence. And that frequency will raise and expand through the people. They will recognize, even if they don't understand what it is about, it resonates in their own divinity. Yeah. Do you understand? It's like an atomic bomb process that if you vibrate divine and unlimited, others will recognize, me too, I can. There's a new me too problem. But not to fight for anybody, because we are no gender, we are no man, no woman. This is a joke. We are human. When are we going to be human? To each other, yeah, for each other. So this is an incredible option. So that's what I want to share is in the same time you see everything falling, in the same time you see all possibilities for creating, honoring, enjoying. And this is difficult. When you see the kids massacre and people killing each other at 3 hours flight from where you are, and dare to be happy in spite of that. Why should we all fall, into a war zone? We need to spread the peace. That's the only way peace will come. And the peace starts within yourself, not into fight. Yeah. So the fight you need to win is the morning, all our tendency to play games, to be afraid, insecure, doubtful, all that shit. We need to transform. And this is our practice. So return to truth. This is the land of our soul. Return to love. This is the land of our soul. And the good news is it cannot be erased. It's never disappeared. It's just millions of people have been misled, guided astray, and lost the path. We have to come back. So that's my invitation. Apply it for yourself. Is the best good you can do. Don't try to be proselyte. You cannot sell that. Nobody wants to buy. Just be, vibrate, and share this radiance. That's my prayer, that you be in a position to radiate, to vibrate, and to transfer this incredible potential human being have not even started to discover we are. So let's, I don't know the time. We're going to go for a practicum now to try to illustrate these ideas. You need practice to enjoy yourself. Yeah. So pranayama is very, very recommended. Especially most of the practice we do in the time is around pranayama techniques. And this is really enjoying, appreciating very deeply the flow of life, this vitality, this pranic trip. Okay, so this first practice is to reconnect with this core essence of joy, this place of joy within ourselves. So we're going to bring our elbows together, and the arms are slightly up to make it possible. Otherwise, you have a hard time. So you don't have to make it impossible, make it feasible. So your elbows are touching and the slide of your hands are touching like this. But the trick is in the middle of the back, just at the 8th vertebra, you break your back. So first you put it straight like this forward, and then you break. You break the middle of the back. And in this posture, we're gonna repeat the happy mantra. So this is like a machine gun. Ekonkar, 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 satam, 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 siri, 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 waiguru, waiguru, waiguru. Yeah, you got it? So in between, you can inhale very, very fast, and it's non-stop. So, Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Siri, 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 Waiguru, 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 Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Siri, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru, Waiguru. This is so overwhelming joy. Yeah, that's the idea. You cannot stop the flow. It's so funny, isn't it? Here we go. So bring your hands together. I think I have maybe some. I don't know if I have a sound for. Yes, I have a sound. Huh?
You have to share the sound.
But it was, no?
No, she told me you have to.
She says it's not?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I will do it here. Voila.
No, it's that.
I tried the sound to see if it works. Do you hear the sound?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's just us in the room here. There's a little problem. 2 seconds. Okay, good. Everybody. And start. Ekonkar, Ekonkar, Satam, 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 Siri, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Siri, Waiguru, Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, Satam, 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 Siri, Waiguru, Ekonkar, 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 Satam, Satam, Satam. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, Satam, Satam. Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, Satam, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, Ekonkar, Satam, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Waiguru, Waiguru. Ekonkar, 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 Satam, 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 Can we do it together? Together, it's not the faster, it's together. Inhale. Inspirare. Atma. Discete. Hold. Exhale. Yeah, it's easier when you're by yourself, but to work as a group is quite challenging. Just observe the energy you have now and approve your own inner bliss. This is the original self. Somewhere inside you, there is this excitement, joyful excitement that is always there. You just need to plug in, find out, and just let it expand through your physical body, through your emotional body, and through your mind. And the bliss start to expand. How much do we want to reconquer self-love versus self-hatred? Yeah. How many times did we sabotage ourselves? And how much today we want to honor ourselves? We're gonna do a sort of diversion for Sudarshan. This is a Apana activation. So Sudarshan Chakra Kriya normally activate prana. And here we're gonna go into Apana. So we do with our hands bear grip, where the left hand palm is looking down and the right palm looking up. We lock it and we bring the thumb of the left hand against the navel. So it's pressing into the navel. And we're going to pumping the navel, the stomach, when we have no air anymore. So we inhale deeply, fully exhale. And it's the same music that Sudarshans, those who are familiar to that. Yeah? Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. So it's the same, but instead of holding full, we hold it empty. And we don't do, but we pump. So exhale, full exhale, and start pumping, pumping, pumping until the Vaheguru is finished. And then you inhale, exhale, and start again. Yeah. So, but we do it on exhale, full exhale. You understand? Everybody understand? We're going to pump the navel, pull the diaphragm in and up when the air is completely exhaled, out, empty. And we use the same sound as a Sudarshan. So it's quite spacey. So here we go. Inhale. Fully exhale. And start to pump. Hold the breath out. Inhale. Exhale. And here we go. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Yeah. Exhale. Eliminate the sabotager. It's not the one who destroy your future. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. minutes. Last time. So we did 7 minutes today. You can do 11 minutes. And exhale, relax, just observe. I think here it's quite hot, but we are really sweating now. This is a typical practice to create tumo, and it's just raise the temperature of the body. So the first step is the sabotager is too strong, is observe. Observe when he's taking over you. And really honor your true self every morning. As many times you need when you forget through the day. This will help. Now we're going to go the other side of the mirror. We're going to affirm that we are who we are. So this is God and me and God are one. Even if you feel fake and not truthfully when you repeat these things, just go through it. Go through it. It will transform your lips energy and your throat chakra and fifth chakra. So we just hold ourselves like, no worried, it's all done. And we are going to repeat fast, but whispering, forcefully whispering, not out loud. So you can inhaling, it's difficult to describe because you are keeping on repeating these things, inhale or exhale. But the rhythm is you can do 2 on the exhale, 1 on the inhale of the sequence. God and me and God are one. God and me and God are one. I think it's the nod like this. It was given to us, so I think it's not something to translate. Doesn't make any sense. I guess everybody understands this is the divine and me are one, are not separate. Yeah. Try to mean it, even if English is not your mother language. Get into that. Here we go. So the music is slow, but we are very fast. And we whispering, we're not singing. No, this time, the faster you can. Sometimes it changes. Talking to yourself.
God and me and God are one. 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 God and me and God are Me and God are one, God and me. 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 Me and God are one, God and me.
That's the whole intention.
Me
Excitement.
and God are
We are so
one,
joyful.
God and me.
Oh, and God has
Me
God
and
has
God are one, God and me.
expanding yourself.
Me and God
Show
are
yourself,
one, God
empty
and
yourself, and
me.
approve it.
Me and God are one, God and me. 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 Me and God are one, God and me.
Move your lips.
Me and God are one, God and me. 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 Me and God are one, God and me.
Inhale, inhale deeply. Hold the breath, pull the navel in, pull the sixth organ in, pull the perineum in, and just feel the field, the frequency within and outside. They're equalized. Just hold it and vibrate, resonate your divine presence with you and surround you. Exhale. I guess you feel different. Just take a minute to absorb this energy and maybe you can send some of this love to anybody you feel at the moment pop up in your mind and needs this support, is in the middle of a crisis and doubt or drama, and just send that frequency. We don't need special permission to send that frequency. It's always welcome. It's not trying to change anything in the person, but just bring support, joy, inspiration. So this month of August will be a month of test, and this is, I think, until the end of the year, we really have to hurry up to choose for oneness within our higher self, our true self, and start now. I wish you a fantastic month, full of realization, full of, this is the root of grace. The grace comes when you start honoring your infinite self. It's not a trick. It's not a trap. To trap the grace is just how it functions. Grace is with the one who have the courage to abandon everything else and stick to the oneness that he is. It just comes. I mean, the universe is full of grace and blessings. Everything is synchrone and beautifully set. We just need to join that one flow. Thank you, everyone. Wish you enjoy the practice, because this is what we are supposed to practice. Love you all, and see you next month. Bring your palm together, eventually. Inhale deep. Exhale. So we join everyone, four corners of the planet. Inhale. So Satnam.